good. All right, so let's start with our feet hips width apart. Roll your shoulders back and around a couple of times. We are working with row if you want to mute if you can. And reverse it if you can't. I'll do it. She's probably half asleep. And then take your shoulders, shrug them, and then let them go. Lift them up, shrug them, let them go. Lift them up, shrug them, let them go. And one more time. Good. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And bring your arms up into a goalpost. And then bend your arms and legs together, side to side. Squeeze your elbows in together, open up your chest, shoulders. Touch. Some people call this elbow kisses. My sneakers are squeaking again. Sorry about that. Squeak in, squeeze in, and open out. Squeeze in, and open out. And let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Come back to the center. Turn your knees open, plie, and stretch up, down, and up. Good. Bring the arms up over your shoulders or as high up as you can. Got 4 more of these, 3 more of these, 2, and 1. Hold it down here. Open the arms again, place them on your thighs, hinge forward, and press your right shoulder forward. Good. And then press your left shoulder forward. And 1 more time to the right. 1 more time to the left. Come back to the center. Just some cat-cows here. Tilt your tailbone underneath you, and then extend your spine. Tuck your tailbone underneath you, and extend your spine. 2 more times like that. Extend your spine. 1 more time like that, round. Extend your spine. Now take your hands to the floor. Turn your toes forward. Walk your hands forward, not too much. Pull your hips back. Right hand to left ankle, shin, thigh, twist. Hug your hips towards the midline. And then come back to the center. Switch hands, left hand to outer, right thigh, ankle, shin. Come back to center. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Take your arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers, palms up and over, forward fold. Bending at the knees, tuck the chin into the chest. And then round your spine to come up to standing. Stretch the arms all the way back up over your head. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And then release. Now, you're going to need 2 weights, but the first set of exercises that we're doing is going to be just 1 weight. All right, so 2 of the heavier weights if possible. 1 single heavy weight if possible. So just have your second weight nearby. It's all I'm saying. All right, so now we are going to stand on the blocks. If you're not comfortable doing that, stay on the floor, put the ball between your thighs, and have a good day. Otherwise, stand up on your blocks, about hips width apart. Okay, so bring the weight underneath your chin, hold on to it in either direction. Right? You can hold on to it the long way or the shorter way, goblet style. All right? If you have huge feet, and I know some of you have bigger feet than me, then just, be very careful where you're at. We're going to start with a squat. Bring the arms on the inside of the thigh, and as you come up, you're going to press the arms overhead. All right? So we're just going to do 10 of them today. All right? Hands underneath your chin. Weight back in your heels. I don't know if everybody's on a block. I can see Karen, I see Michelle. The rest of you, it's a guess. All right, 3, 2, Debbie, yes. 1. Squat down, press up 1. So it just gives us a slightly different range of motion here, and you'll see in the next exercise as well. 3. I'm not doing any of the crazy stuff I might do with the blocks today. 4, but you'll notice that there's some fun with it. 5. 6. We're going to do 12. 7. I just changed my mind. I made an executive decision. 8. If you're not squatting, you get a little bit of range of motion. 9. 3 more. 10. 11. And you got 1 more. 12. And bring it down. Step down from your blocks. Pick up your second weight. You're going to go back up on the blocks, however. So stand up firm on the blocks.
still about hips width apart. Soft bend in the knee, deadlifts, and with the deadlifts we're going to do a bent over row. So halfway up on the deadlifts with the row. Same thing. You should get a little bit more of a stretch here with your feet on the block for your hamstrings, for the back of your body. All right, in 3, 2, we go. So come down, stretch beyond your toes, come up halfway in row, and stand all the way up 1. Come down, slowly, halfway up row, and stand up 2. Come down, halfway up. So see, some of you will be able to reach beyond your toes now. 4, don't force it if it's not there. 5, halfway up, stand up. 6, halfway up, there, you're halfway there. 7, knees bend, chest out, hips go back. 8, no, I think that was 7. This is 8. Good, just listening to myself. 9, last 3, 10, all the way up, 11, and one more is 12, and stand all the way up. Okay, now let's go ahead and take one of the blocks and squeeze it between your thighs, high up, long way. Squeeze. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, 2 weights. Squeeze the block in between your thighs so your legs are going to be as wide as the block is. So probably hip or closer distance. 3, 2, 1. We're going to wait, squat, wait, and hammer. On the way up, 1. Squat down, hammer 2. Squat, and again, if you're not doing a full squat, 3. Then just do, a little range of motion. 4. Oh, sorry, Ro, I know we did some inner thigh stuff yesterday. 5. 6. Gotta work them all the time. 6 more. 6. 7. 8. 4 more. 9. 10. Last 2. 11. One more is 12 and up. Okay, now put your weights down, pick your block up. Like we did in our warm-up, you're going to put the block between your arms the longer way. All right? The long way. Yes. You can do it this way, but it's not really going to be as effective. So Michelle, I think turn it the other way. Put the block like so, the long way. So have it flat, and then put it between, yeah, good. Now bend your arms and push your arms against the block. Okay? Push and squeeze and keep that squeeze as you lift your arms up over your shoulders for 10, 12. Keep squeezing. 11, bend your elbows, Michelle. Oh, unless that doesn't work for you. 3, so look at me if you're not sure. 4, 5, 6, here I am. 7, 8, getting it there is the hardest part. 9, 10, 11, and on 12 I want you to stay up, elbows in 90 degrees, and just pulse against it for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Most of our blocks won't have any give. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Ooh, roll your shoulders out. So we're going back to a single weight. You have the other weight right in between your 2 blocks if you'd like. All right, so step back up on the block. We're back for the squats. So again, just giving us a little bit more range of motion, especially on the deadlifts, we'll get more range of motion. Holding the hands underneath your chin. Weights can be in any direction that you want. All right, so your feet are about hips width apart, maybe a little bit wider. In 3, 2, squat down. So try to get your arms on the inside or top of your thighs. 2, that's how low you should sit down. 3, up, good. 4, 5, 6, drive into those heels. 7, oh look at that row, you're even going down low. 8, yeah. 9, like you're gonna sit into a chair, same thing. 10, 2 more. 11, and 12, and down. Good, step down to pick up your other weight, just for caution, right? And then come back up. Your feet are, most likely they're hanging off anyway, but so you're gonna go in front of your toes. Deadlift with the upright row, not the upright row, the bent over row. 3, 2, go. Deadlift down slow, go below your toes if you can. Curl 1. All the way down, row 2. Here we go. All the way down, row 3. Good, shoulders back, chest out. In 4, and 5, good. 6, halfway there. 7, 8, last 4, 9, 10, 11, don't let the weights pull you down, you control it, 1 more, and 12, and stand up. Good. Take the block, 1 block in between your thighs, all the way up at the top. Squeeze the block in between your thighs. We're back into a squat and a hammer curl. Weight is back in the heels. So your legs are not going to be any wider than squeezing that block in. So probably right underneath your hips. 3, 2, go. Squat, hammer 1. Squat. Some of you might touch the floor with your weights. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 2, 11, 1 more, 12, and down. Good. Put your weights down. Take your block, flat block between your arms towards the elbows. Bend the elbows. Good. Squeeze your arms against the block. In 3, 2, arms don't go below your chest at all. And 1, 12, keep squeezing, 11, 10, there you go, 9, 8, yeah, add a plie if you want, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, and squeeze it for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go. All right, 2 blocks on the floor, or your weights, or your step, or your floor. Hands on top of the blocks, about arms width away. Take your weight into your left leg, move the left leg to the center of the blocks. Take your right leg behind you, level, and then bring the knee behind the knee, curtsy, and then lift up. Now, you can take your blocks lower, if your hips will go lower, or to the floor, or all the way down with the block or on the floor, okay? See where you're at with your range of motion. All right, weight into the left leg, right leg behind you, hips are squared, left leg is bent, hips are level. Good.
Take the right knee behind the left ankle, tap down to the floor, and then kick it back straight behind you. 1 and 2. That's good, because now I can see you from the side. And 3. Bend both knees, drop your hips down. And 4. Now listen, that left hip doesn't move out to the left side. It stays more to the center. 5. So keep hugging your left hip to the center. 6. 7. 8. 9. Listen carefully, okay? 10. You got 2 more. 11. And this last one I want you to hold up. Right hip, toes down. Now keep your left hand on your left block. Turn yourself to the right side, right hand on your hip. Or if you need to, you go to your left knee. And keep your hand on your hip and lengthen the right leg away from you. And then little pulses here for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, hips squared, feet on the floor, forward fold, bend your knees. So we got a little internal or neutral and a little external rotation in the hip. Roll up through your spine, take a little break, put your hands on your back and do a little itsy bitsy back bend. And then we come back to the other side. So right foot in the center of the 2 blocks, arms out, arms length away from you, right? Left leg in the air, toes down, hips square. Level it out. And then curtsy, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy down, hug the right hip to the center, 1. Curtsy down, 2. Hips stay neutral here, 3. In other words, you were not opening the hip here. 4. 5. Can you sit as low as you can sit into that right leg? 6. 7. Try to keep your body as still as possible. Don't bypass your shoulders. 8. 9. 10. 11 on 12, we hold it up. 12, hold it, right hand on the block. Left hand to your left hip and turn to your left side. Lengthen the left leg up, flex the foot, and kick it up for 10, 12, 11, 10, 9, small range of motion, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, turn it down, feet on the floor, forward fold, lower your blocks to the floor. Now walk your feet closer to the blocks. I'll give you 2 options here. One is a jump, one is a step. So either you're going to step, step back, step, step forward, stand up, or you're going to jump back, maybe jump forward, and stand up. I promise you, on the blocks, it assists you. So either you're doing a burpee or a step back, right? Let's try them both. Let's all try them together. Hands on the blocks. If you want them higher, make them higher. Flat block is a little bit more steady, right? So let's all start. Right leg back, left leg back. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Stand up. Hands down. Left leg back, right leg back. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Stand up. Now keep going, alternating right and left sides, or do 5 burpees. Ready, set, go. Jump back, jump in and up, with or without a jump. Jump back, jump in, jump up. Much easier, yes? Jump back, jump in, jump up. 3. Jump back, jump in, again. And last one, out, in, up. Much easier, right? These you could do like all day long, right? But don't worry, we won't, because we're going back to the curtsies. Blocks up high. If you notice that you felt like you could sink lower to the floor, turn your blocks on the next level. All right? Just remember, stability, you want to make sure that you don't put so much weight to the block that they tumble over and you fall with it, okay? So left leg is going to stay on the floor. Arms are out at least shoulder length away. Right leg behind you, hips are squared, toes down. Bend your knees and stem your right knee behind your left ankle, and then kick back up. Hug your left hip to the center. 2, down, 3, down, 4, here comes 5, 6, keep hugging your left hip to the center so you'll feel that left glute. 8, 9, now the next one requires balance. 10, so do what you gotta do. You can bring your bottom knee to the floor. Last one, hold it up here, lengthen it, left hand stays, turn your hips to the right. You can keep your right hand down too, but try to open up your hip and then lift the right leg up for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, hips squared, feet on the floor, forward fold, ragdoll. Chin to chest. Roll through your spine. Little back bendy stretch. Come back up to standing. All right, hands on the block, final set. Right leg on the floor, left leg behind you. Hips are squared. Right knee can be on the floor as well. 3, 2, 1. Lift, curtsy, come back in. Again, hug the right hip to the center. Right, you don't want to extend it out so far here, right? 3. Take it down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep weight in the right leg. 9, rather than putting the weight into your hands. 10, they're just for balance. 11, and stay up on 12. Right hand down, left hand to the hip, or keep the left hand down, but open up the hip, lengthen out the leg, and pulse it for 12, 11, 10, 9, lift it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hand down, hips squared, feet on the floor, bend your knees, turn your blocks flat, ragdoll to stand all the way up, roll the shoulders back and around. All right, so we're only doing 5 of the burpees, but let's work together, stepping back a couple of times, right leg, left leg, okay? So hands on the blocks, let's all step back, right leg, left leg, come forward, right leg, stand up. Come back down, left leg, right leg, right leg, come up. Let's do one more on each side. Either you're gonna continue doing this for 6 reps because you won't be even, or you're gonna add 5 burpees from here. Let's go. You got 5 or 6, whatever you're doing. 1. You might not be on my count. 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 if you need it. Good, Marie. Yes, you jumped up at the top. Good job. Okay, come on to your hands and knees on your mat. Lower your cameras. Deb, Cindy, Maria, a little bit if you can. If not, it's okay. Have your weights still nearby. Have your blocks nearby. We're going to start with, okay, we're going to start with a block, 1 block, or your small ball behind your right knee. You can do this on your belly. You could do this standing, okay? You could put a weight behind your knee. You could put a ball behind your knee. Hands on, well, that does sound silly because you'll be on your back then. So, you got it. Okay, so you can stand up. I know, I'm so mean. Now, the rest of us,
Festivus for the rest of us. Hands on the floor or the forearms on the floor. I'm going for the forearms. Left toes tucked under the right leg has the block. It's hip height. You can do the same thing standing, Deb. And Rosemary, yeah. All right, so knee in line with the hip. You're gonna lift the knee a little bit higher than hip on the forearms. It's a little bit easier, less back, and still keeping the glute. All right, so level out your hips. 3, 2, 1. Lift for 12, 11, 10, 9. Don't worry, Deb, we'll be on our back soon. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna do the same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Now spin to your left arm, assuming the right leg has the weight, and take it to your hand and just lift the hip for 12, 11, arm can be up or down, 10, 9, outer hip, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin it back around, put your knee on the floor, take the block out and go to child's pose, put your hands on the block, sit back. All right. And then come all the way back up. All right, so either you're standing or you've got a block behind your left knee, secured, or you're on your belly, on your forearms. Right toes tuck under, left leg lifts up. Keep it in line with the hip to start. Level out your hips, and then lift it up for 12. Here we go. 1, 2, flex the foot. 3, 4, pull the belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, hold on, 12. Roll to your right side, squeeze the block, take your right arm down, and lift up for 12, 11, anywhere with your left arm. 7, 8, 8, 7, I can't count backwards, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, turn it around, bring your leg down, sit back in a child's pose, and we'll just do it one more time. All right, come back up. So, again, same thing can be done standing or on your belly. Doesn't matter to me. You know, do what works is successful for you. Forearms on the floor. Left toes tuck under, right leg is in the air. Kick it up for 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9. Hug your hips in. All this work we're doing with hugging the hips in. 5, 4, 3, we'll release it with yoga. And 1, turn to your right side. Left hand comes down, right hand to your hip or in the air. 12 lifts. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, if you're on your belly, you're doing side leg leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down. Quick little child's pose, arms out. And go on back to your other side. Okay, forearms down, right toes tucked under. I seem to have a better grip on my right leg. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep hugging. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Stand up on your right arm. Turn it to your left side. You got 12. Sorry for the back. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down, sit on your heels, stretch it out, reach. Good. Now, yesterday we did a little bit similar thing. We had the block on our back so that we notice if we're at level or not. So here, Deb, if you want to go onto the back, it's okay. Put the block on your back between your two sides. Not too high, not too low. So if the block falls off, that means we come out of a little bit of this balance. Step your right leg back and left arm forward, thumb up. Bring it down, switch sides. So if you notice, keep going for 12. This is 3.
If you notice the block rolling off your back, well, it won't roll because it's not round, but it'll fall off. 4. Then find a way to stay more stable by pulling your legs in center and your arms in center. You got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your tabletop 1. No, don't end right up there, I'm not done. And then come into a plank position, step your toes back. Same thing here, don't drop the block. Tap your knees to the floor, 3, 2, 1. Tap 1, 2, so the only thing moving is the knees. 3, 4, good Michelle. 5, look forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees down, block off, child's pose, arms where you need them. A little more challenging than you think because we don't realize how much we sway when we're balancing. Now when we put this on our back, we do notice if we sway. So put it back, hopefully right where you got it the last time, and keep it there. So the belly pulls in, the hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips, hips and shoulders width apart. Take your opposite arm leg, I don't care which one you start with. 3, 2, go. 12, 11, just find a focal point in front of you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hands down, knees lift, toes tuck, tap it. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, don't lift your hips. 5, 4, 3, and 1, knees down, press it back, sit back on your heels. Okay, good. Come back up. Turn around to your back. If this works for you, Deb, we're going to do some bridging chest press, feet on the block. So, it helps. You know, Deb, maybe take your ball, the small ball, and put it underneath your head to keep you a little bit more elevated. All right. Put the blocks underneath your feet. Have one weight on either side. Lay down first. So it's a little easier if you lay down first. Take the weights with you. Put your feet on the block. I know we had some feet on the block yesterday. Arms up. Now, if you want more hamstring, just walk your legs further out. If you want more glute, keep your legs closer in. You can also lift your heels from the blocks. All right, arms are up in the air. Hips are going up in the air in 3, 2, 1. Hips up, arms down, hips down. 1. All the way up. 2. Make sure that you articulate the spine, meaning upper, mid, lower on the way back, so that you don't tap into your tailbone. 4. Down. 5. Yeah, so put the ball if you have the ball. 6, 7, 8. The block can go behind your head too, but it's not as soft. 10, 11, 12. Good. Bring your arms down for a moment. Keep your feet on the blocks. 1 block or 2 blocks, your choice. What works for you, okay? Arms are going to come up. Palms are going to face into each other. Lift your hips and keep your hips elevated. And we're going to bring the arms like pistons, one at a time. Well, simultaneously, dropping one down and the other one lifts up. So it's this way, like a piston. In 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, and rest. Arms down, legs down. All right. Take a block in your hands, laying on your back, and hold the block the long way between your hands. And whenever you have the block in between your hands, just squeeze it. Take your legs, bend the knees. Lift your head and shoulders up, option. Extend arms and legs and bring them back in. Tap the hands towards the shin. All right, it's called double leg stretch. Yeah, if you want to pad it, that's good. All right, so the legs can be high or low depending on your back. But squeeze the block between your arms. I'm not putting it between your legs, although you may put the other block between your legs if you like. In 3, head and shoulders up, 2, 1, go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, squeeze. 7, if you need to, you put your hand behind your head, take a break. 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good. Now, we're going to take our legs in the air. You know what? I just changed my mind. We're going to keep your legs in the air. Put the block on top of, above your knees, on top of your thighs, and then put your elbows there. Then bend your knees. Good. All right, now lift your head and shoulders up. Push against the block and crunch from there. So your elbows are on the block. Your knees are about hips, they're right over your hips. The arms are pressing together, and we lift for 12. 3, 2, go. 12, 11, don't push your legs away. 8, 10, 9, okay, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, let's do a little spinal twist, because I need that snap, crackle, pop. All right, back on your backs. So we'll do one more round of that, and then hopefully some of you will stay and we'll do some stretching. But you can stay for a bit of it, I know. Lay on your back, put your feet onto the blocks, closer or further, choose what you need. Arms are up over your head. We're going to lift the hips up in the air for a bridge. In 3, 2, they're up. Now come down for 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, nice and strong, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, my block moved away a little bit, and 1. Good. You're going to keep your hips up in the air and do the piston chest press. Piston press. Arms up, hips up, and begin. 1, 2, palms in. 3, 4, hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put your weights down. Come down to the floor and pick up one of your blocks into your hands. I'm just going to move my weights out of the way. Lay on your back. One block. You know what? This time let's put the second block between the thigh if you have it. All right, so take it this way. You're holding on to its shortest side and you're putting it in between your thighs the shorter way today. The other block is the long way. Arms over shoulders. Head and shoulders lift in 3, 2, 1, extend. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze it, 5, both blocks, arms and legs, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, put one block down. This time, put your feet on the floor. Put your block on your left thigh. Then lift your legs up. Put your left elbow on your right block. Okay. And then we're gonna do like an oblique twist here. Pushing your elbow to the block. So like we did with both arms, but we're on one leg. One side, I should say. All right, left elbow to the right thigh. In 3, right arm on the floor. 1, it could be out by your side. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, so it's an oblique twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back. Put the block on the left leg. You can keep the legs in the air now that you know where you're going. Right elbow on top of the block. Left elbow or arm out to the side. 3, 2, go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on your back. And for a bonus round, back comes back onto both thighs, elbows on the thighs, head and shoulders come up for 12. Here we go. 12, 11, 10. It's like you want to push your legs away, but you're not. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. All right, place your feet on the floor, lift your hips up. Put the block right now the small way underneath your back. Stretch one leg at a time out in front of you. Let your hips sink down onto the block. And then stretch your arms one at a time or both over your head. And just let your legs splay open. And just let your arms even splay open. Let your glutes be soft, so we just release the hip flexors. We had a bunch of hip flexion going on today. We also had external rotation of the hip a little bit more. So we'll build on that in our little bit of a yoga practice here. So just take 3 more rounds of breath here, stretching out the front of your body. 2 more rounds on your own count. Empty it out. Bend your knees. Put your feet on the floor, lift your hips off the block, articulate your spine down, hug your knees to your chest. If you can put the block on the floor for a moment, open your arms to a T, shift your hips right, and let both knees fall over to the left side twist. So that's good for that outer hip oblique work that we just did. Come back into the center, take your hips to the left, knees over to the right side. Good, come back to the center, hug your knees up to your chest, round and curl your spine, pull yourself up all the way towards your knees, and then rock and roll yourself up. And if you'd like to take off your shoes, and if you'd like to stay a little bit longer, there's some stuff that you can do, even if you're not a yogi. You don't need to be, but otherwise I'm going to change my mat situation, and I'm going to take my shoes and socks off. And we'll be back on the mat. We'll start on our hands and knees in tabletop position. So you can do, you can do it from a standing position to start. All right, if you're staying, that would be awesome. If not, I'll be practicing by myself. But it's much more fun when we're together. All right, so we're going to start in the tabletop position. That means hands under shoulders, knees under hips, hips and shoulders width apart. You have your blocks right at the top of your mat. Hands right under, yeah, that's good. If you can stay there, Ro, it's good. And it's fine. All right, arch your back, dip your belly. We're still in the stretching portion right before we get into some more movement. Round and curl the spine, the tailbone underneath you. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your toes, dip your belly. Exhale, round and curl. Good. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, round and curl. Now inhale, come back to neutral. Send your right arm out to the side and reach it up. Exhale, bring it underneath your left arm. Reach your left arm forward. Keep your hips up. And like we did on the floor, hug your hips towards each other rather than sinking them over to the left side. So work your right shoulder towards the floor. Take your left arm behind your back and interlace it behind your back, or
to your inner thigh if you can. If you can reach it, great. If you can't, who cares? Open up your shoulders, chest, and keep hugging your left hip more to the midline. One more breath here. Release the breath, release the arm, reach it out in front of you. Take both arms out in front of you. Bring your chin, chest, or your forehead towards the floor or your bench. So you're getting a little shoulder stretch. Hips stay up, belly drops down. One more breath. Keep your right arm out. Take your left arm up to the air and roll it underneath. We just skip a step. Back of the head towards the floor. Reach in all directions. Hug your right hips to the middle. Send your right arm behind your back or maybe to your inner thigh. Rotate the torso open. Again, hug the right hip into your midline for 3 and 2 and 1. Release the right arm in front of you. Both arms in front of you. Hips up, chest down, chin down, or your forehead down. It always depends on you. From there, we're going to sit in child's pose. Reach the arms very broad, spread across the shoulders, across the back. Inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. So you've done this on the bench row, so just go ahead and do that. And then bring, if you have the blocks nearby, one hand on either side of the block. Turn your right foot, walk your right foot a little bit more to the right side so it stays in line with the hip. You're not on a tightrope. Shoulders back, collarbones broad. Yeah, perfect. All right, keep descending your left hip, downward, tailbone down. Keep your right big toe on the floor. Good, inhale. Take your hands now on top of your thighs. Pull yourself back up and then sink back down. Stretch your arms overhead. Palms together, interlace your fingers and turn the palms inside out. Shoulders down, drop your shoulders back. Open up your chest, back foot, top of the floor. Nice, looking good. Open up your arms, shoulder height, and bend the elbows, like we did. Round and curl as you bring your elbows together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbows together, belly in, round and curl. Inhale, open up. Exhale, chin in, chest in, arms in. Open up. Open, release. Hands to the floor. Keep your left hand down. Some of you will do this, some of you won't. Bend your left knee. Reach your right arm up and back. Grab for the foot or reach towards the foot. Or bend the knee just to get the quad stretched. And don't worry about holding on. Now if you pull yourself upward to get the foot, drop your hip down again low. Open up and twist to the right side. Breathe in, breathe out. And then release your hand, your foot slowly. Bend the right leg back to the left leg. Sit in child's pose for a breath. Inhale and exhale. And then come on back to your hands and knees. Take your left foot forward. Doesn't matter how you get it there, help it out. Send the right leg back behind you, hands on either side on the blocks. Good. Left big toe firmly pressing down, shoulders back, collarbones broad. Good. Take your hands on top of your thighs, lift your chest up. Drop your shoulders. And again, if you come upright to get there, it's fine. Just come back down when you can. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Palms together, interlace the other finger on top. Think about it. Take the arms up, inhale. Lift up and hips go forward. Good girl. That's it. Bring the ribs down so you're not pushing out and arching the lower back. Open the arms to a T and then to a bent arm. Exhale, chin to chest, round and curl. Elbows come in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms in, round and curl. Inhale, open up. Exhale, in, round and curl. Open up, in, hold, breathe in. Breathe out, hands to the floor blocks. Right hand stays, right knee comes up. Left arm reaches forward and back towards your foot. Maybe you grab it, maybe you don't. So it's your opposite hand foot.
And then again, if you came up high on your knee to get it, drop down low again. So just working the shoulder open a little bit more as well. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly release it if you have it. This time, tuck your back toes underneath you, look forward, and step your feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Bring your two fists in between your feet and just fold. Let your head hang down, shake out yes and no. And just stay in a forward fold for 3 breaths. Just organizing your body so your hips are over your knees, these are over your ankles. Head and shoulders relax, tuck the chin into the chest. Press firmly through your feet. Pull your pelvic muscles up, belly in, chin in. And then slowly roll yourself up to standing all the way up to the top of your mat. Roll your shoulders back and around when you get there. And then find a place of stability, so feet wider or closer, your choice. Open up your palms. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. You can do this with your bench. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, shins block, or the bench. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find a plank position. Shift forward so your shoulders are over your elbows or over your wrists. Some of you will bend the elbows 1, 2, or 10 times. Roll over your toes and lift your hips up. So go forward, row, and just open up your heart. Yeah. And then downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Breathe in and breathe out. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, float, hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Press down, rise up, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. And release your arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor, shins block. Or your bench. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the other foot back and find a plank. Shoulders over wrists. Shift forward, bend the elbows 1 or 2, 10 times. Roll through upward dog. Yeah, and downward dog. Look at that. We're doing yoga up there in California, or out there in California. Breathe in and breathe out. See, anything can happen. 2 more breaths. Rise up onto your toes on the second breath. Bend your knees, look forward, take it to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Press down, inhale, rise up. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart and bring it by your side. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold your way, hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, other foot back. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. I'm doing a chaturanga reset workshop in 2 weeks. Anybody interested, text me. Learn how to do a chaturanga correctly and safely. Bring your feet together. Inhale, rise on your toes and lift your right leg up. And like we did earlier in our fitness, bend your right leg, open up your hip, but keep your arms level. So I know we only had one arm on the floor that time. Keep your knee bent. Bring it to the outside of your right knee tricep, right tricep elbow. And then bring it to the center and step it all the way through. Take a block on the outside of your right foot. Turn your left foot on its side. Clock in front of you. Your foot is at 10 or 11 o'clock on the left side. Your right foot is out far enough that you're not on a tightrope. And then push your foot down, come up, open up to the left side, warrior 2 pose. Reach your arms back. So think about, first thing, knee over the ankle. Knee in line with pinky toe. Back foot firmly pressing down. So start with the feet. Then think about your shoulders over your hips and your arms extending out from your shoulders more to the back of the space than you think. Yeah. Now sink a little bit lower without the right knee turning inward. Keep it out towards the pinky toe. Find a lot of energy here. Arms are energized, core is energized, legs are energized. One more breath. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Left arm down, right arm up. Spin your right palm to face down. Lift out of your waistline and bump your left hip to the right side. Big long stretch. Inhale, stand up tall, both legs are straight. You can shorten your stance if you'd like. You can use your block. As you bump your hips left, move your torso right. Reach out as far as you can. And then if you're using the block, take it on its highest height, outside of your calf. Put your left hand to your shoulder hip,
or in the air. Stack your shoulders. Lift your right kneecap up. Karen, move the block back a little further towards your, yeah, there you go. That's gonna give you more lift. There you go. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Good, Rob. I would use your block if you have it. I don't know if you have it. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't worry about it now, but do it for the other side. Look down at your right toes. Then rebend your right knee. You can move the block to the top. Come back to warrior two pose. Keep the right knee in line with the hip, towards the pinky side. All the same things. The rest of the body really hasn't changed much, or the back leg certainly hasn't. One more, yeah, and the arms get tired. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands to the floor or your bench. Step back to plank. Maybe just go to downward dog or bend your elbows and go down for chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog, hips up in the air. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Open up your left hip and bend the knee, but keep your left arm pointing down as much as your right arm. So the opening is in the hip, not the shoulders. Keep the knee bent as you bring the left knee to the left tricep or elbow. Shift your hips forward. Exhale, bring it to the center. Step your left foot between your hands. Take your left side block, have it nearby. Turn your right foot on its side. Press firmly down, windmill up to face the right side of your room. And again, start with the feet. Left foot is forward. Right foot is at 2 o'clock on your clock. Left knee is bent in line with your hip towards the pinky side of your legs, or of your foot. Right arm pulls back more than your left arm. Upper thigh spiral outward, inner thigh squeeze inward. Reach long so that your shoulders stack over your hips. Breathe in, sink a little bit lower. Exhale, don't put it in your knee, just release the hip. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Right arm down, left arm up. Turn the palm towards your face. Lift out of your waistline. Bump your right hip towards your left thigh. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, stand up tall. Adjust the back foot if you need it. Bump your hips to the right, torso to the left. Left hand on the outside on a block or on your shin, big toe grip. Some of you can do that. Shorten your stance if you need to, or keep it long. Right arm over left. Good. Open up your torso to the right side. Hug your hips to the middle. We've been doing this all, it's like a theme this morning, right? Keep hugging your hips inward. Rotate through the torso. Breathe in, breathe out. Triangle pose, aka my favorite pose. One more breath. Look down. Inhale, rise back up, bend your left knee. Warrior two. Breathe. Inhale. Did we reverse? We'll reverse it for a moment. And then exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step back, high to low plank, chaturanga, or not. You can go right into down dog or any variations. And keep your hips in the air. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, float your right leg up and open the right hip. Keep the arms level. Exhale, bring the knee to the tricep. Keep the exhale as you bring the knee to the center and step the right leg through. Grab your block outside your right foot. It's going to be habit. You just grab it and put it there. Whether you use it or not, doesn't matter. Open up, warrior two. Exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten your front leg, lean back. Exhale, come up and over and reach out for triangle pose. Left arm up. Inhale, come back up as you bend your front knee, warrior two. Exhale, reach forward, keep your knee bent. Right hand on the block outside the right ankle, any height. Left arm up over your shoulder. And then spin the left arm. No, we're not going there, but it is my favorite pose, Michelle. But we're staying in side angle pose. Take your left arm overhead. We did that today already, yeah. I know, I should take you there. Breathe in, bend your right knee a little bit more, everybody. Rotate your torso. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Open up the shoulder chest. Keep your leg bent. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two, and exhale, reverse it. Don't change your front leg. Inhale, bring your arm on the inside of your right leg. On the block or on the floor, doesn't matter. That depends for you. Left arm up over your shoulder, inhale. And then take the left arm behind your back, like we did a few moments ago. Stay there, or if you take a full bind, make sure
The full bind is open. Your left shoulder is open and your right thigh is parallel to the floor. So bend your right knee more, Maria. Pull the left shoulder back and open. Yeah. Good. While you're here, straighten your front leg. Stay elevated in your right waistline. Perfect, everybody. Press firmly down through your feet. Stay strong. If you're bound, release the bind. Inhale, rise up, reverse the warrior, straight leg. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step back through your chaturanga. Your way. Inhale, upward, and exhale, downward facing dogs. Breathe. Inhale, float your left leg up. Open up your left hip, bend the knee. Exhale, knee to tricep or elbow. Same exhale, bring it to the center, and then step it through. Turn your right foot on its side. Just put your block outside your left foot, kind of automatically. Inhale, open up, warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, straight leg, reverse that. Exhale, straight leg, move out into your triangle, any height on your block, any width in your body for 3, 2, 1. Bend your front knee, warrior two, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, left hand on the outside of your left foot. Block any height or no block, you choose. Maybe you have your left arm on your thigh. Take your right arm up, spin it back open, take the palm over the head, rotate the torso up, bend your left knee, find energy in your legs. The weight is in the legs, not the hands. So bend your front knee more, Maria. Breathe. Keep your leg bent, inhale, rise up, reverse. Exhale, left hand on the inside of your left leg, on a block is fine. Right arm up in the air. And then take your right arm behind your back. Some of you, that's it. Some of you will take a full bind, meaning your left arm grabs your right arm underneath. And then open your tricep, your torso to the right side. If you're bound, your right arm is behind you, your left arm is underneath you. Breathe. Stay with it for one more breath, and then just look down and straighten your front leg. So a bound triangle pose. If you are bound, take another breath there. Release the bind. Come back up and reverse it one more time. Right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, bend your front knee, turn it around, step back, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hips up in the air. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Then walk your feet to the middle of the mat. Walk your hands to your feet. Take a peace finger grip around your big toes. Pull up with your fingers, then stick your thumbs between your fingers and your toes. And pull against, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Hang your head, shift your weight forward. Forward fold with a bound grip around your toes called Padangusthasana. Padangusthasana. Big toe grip. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your hands to your hips. Rise up to stand. Release your arms by your side. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Close your eyes for a moment. And then open them up and bring your hands to your heart. Put the weight to the left leg without dumping into the left leg. Open up your right hip. Ankle heel. Foot inner thigh, foot upper thigh. You can even, I should just keep with the theme of what we've been doing today. Maybe we'll do a second set. Hug your left hip into your thigh. That's it. Good, Marie. Now pull the left hip. Beautiful, guys. Nice trees. You can hold on to a wall, by the way. I mean, trees don't have the opportunity to do that, but we do. Take another breath. Put your right ankle above your left knee, ankle-knee pose, or figure 4. Stay upright or begin bending your knees. Sit your weight back. You can keep your hands where they are. You can put your hands to the floor blocks. And some of you, I know, might fly from here. Let me see. Drop your seat as low as you can. Just work on the balance if you're not going low. Karen, you're remarkable with being sick, huh? Good job. And then everybody, if you're flying, bring your foot down, come back up to standing, lift up and take your hands to your hips, let go, and wipe it out, it's gone. Goodbye. Weight into the right leg, open up your left hip. Hug your right hip in. Again, theme. Everything was hugging to the midline. Bring your left leg above or below your knee or keep it on the floor. Hands to prayer. Stand up tall. Use a wall. That looks great, Ron. I'm really proud of you guys. Really. That looks really, really nice. Any variation on the theme. In 3, 2, now just let go of the foot, cross the ankle over the knee. You can stand upright, and if you don't get the ankle over your knee, it's okay, just don't put it on your knee, above it or below it. And then bend your knees, if you'd like, bend your knees. Perhaps you take your hands to the floor or the blocks, and perhaps you take your hands and you fly. If you're flying, I'm not going to go over it really, but put the left foot around the right tricep, walk your hands out, and then find your core action to lift your hips off the floor. Good, Michelle, you didn't do the other side, but that's good that you did this side. Yeah, good, Tim. Just stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Yeah. Good. And then if you are flying, the foot comes down, stand up tall, release your hands, release your feet, release your arms by your side. All right, so you're not going to like this. Let's just get it over with one time. Put your block on one block on the flat side. This is just for shits and giggles, okay? And that's on film. So, take your left foot on top of the block. Feel free to use a wall. No walls by you, Cindy. All right, put your left foot on the block. Flat, okay. Flat, long way, so that your foot is, well, you know, some of our feet might be hanging off a little bit. So you're higher in your left hip. Float your right leg off the floor. Bring the right leg up. Open it out. Choose to have it in tree pose as you hug your hands to your heart and your hips in. Good, Ro. Good. Great. Option. Beautiful, guys. And then float your tree. If you feel really stable and secure, close your eyes. You might come off the block, but that's okay. Beautiful. Wow. If I could remember how to take a picture, I would do that. Let's see. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, release. Come back down. Move the block or change the blocks. Under the right foot. Find stability. If you have a really smushy block, this is going to be really challenging. Come up and you're going to, hip hike right here. Right hip is higher. Float the left leg off the floor. And see if you want to take it up above or below the knee, or keep it on the floor. Bring your hands to your heart. Find stable, right? First find stable. Once you're not moving like I am, maybe you'll open up your arms. Hug your right hip into the center. Really good, guys. Whew. Guess we'll use the blocks more often for this. Open the knee out to the side. Yeah. Balance is tricky on a good day. One more breath. And then gently step down. Let it go. Good job. All right. Take your feet to the floor. Hands to the floor. Bend your knees. Come down to sitting. We're going to roll back and hug our knees into the chest. We'll have to be closing shortly. Inhale. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right and let your knees fall over to the left side twist. We did this before. Inhale back to center. Shift your hips left. Move your knees right. Twist. And then inhale back to center. Come back to the center. And just grab one of your blocks. And just, like I said, keeping with the theme of the blocks today. Put the blocks between your thighs. So here we got the long way. Squeeze it between your thighs. So it's a shorter, it's not as wide as when we were doing something standing, I think we did. So bring your heels in, I think not. Bring your heels in and touch your heels with your hands. Tilt your pelvis. Lift your hips up off the floor. Walk your arms underneath your shoulders. You can do this with or without a block. You can do this with your feet on a block. You could put both feet on one block and the other block between your legs. You could do anything that floats your boat or your bridge. Lift your hips higher, breathe in one more breath. As you empty the breath, open your arms, articulate your spine down, and let it go. We're going to just do one more, and you can either do a bridge. Now, I encourage you, I know some of you do full wheel in this pose. I want you to try it with a block between your knees and notice what happens there. So, tilt your pelvis, come into your bridge. Everybody's there. If you're staying in bridge, stay in bridge. If you want to bring your hands by your shoulders, squeeze that block, come back to your head, and then push up to lift off the floor. It will feel almost like a different pose to you. It will feel more challenging to get up. Once you get there, the rest is cake, right? So I know some of you do a wheel all the time. Try it later, just squeeze the block between your thighs really strong. It's that first point that you get to. Once you get past getting perhaps your hips off the floor and your head on the floor, then you can push up. And if you're in a block, a bridge, a wheel, when you're ready, come down. Take the block away. We'll do it in person one day. And take the block away, have your knees back to your chest. Stretch your arms and legs in two directions, all the way down on the mat. Look at that row, you stay for the whole practice. It's amazing. See, you can do yoga. Reach your arms forward and legs forward and arms back. Take a big breath in. Squeeze everything you can think of in your body, on your face, in your head, in your breath. Squeeze everything nice and tight and tight and tight and tight. Inhale, one more big, big, big squeeze, and exhale, let everything go on the floor. Bring the arms by your side, palms open, hips open. Scan your body now from head to toe, and notice if there's any, if there's any tension that you're carrying with you onto the floor. Get rid of that tension. Breathe into it. Send it away. Starting off really well in 2024, getting our bodies stronger, more fit, our minds stronger, more fit, a complete mind-body wellness package. Lay on the floor for a few moments with silence and breath. I always invite you to stay longer in your Shavasana. If you're with me, stay and just turn me off. If you're not with me, just turn it off. Start to awaken yourselves if you're coming back into the space. And if you're at home, stay fit, stay healthy.